Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. Today was a great day for YouTube. We got a new Out on Bay, a new Ant Venom. What else did we get? We got a new Nostalgia Critic, which I just started by accident. Let me just mute that. There we go. Okay, yeah, just sorting out my life here on camera because that's professional. But perhaps most importantly of all, we have a new episode of MyStreet. MyStreet When Angels Fall, episode 9. Now, full disclaimer, I don't know what's happening, but Will is currently sick, so I am using my old mic, which is to say no mic at all. It's the same thing. I'm going to try and figure out how to fix that. If anyone knows how to fix a blue snowball that is currently malfunctioning, please do inform me in the comments or something, I don't know. Did I just start another video? Yep, I started another video. I need to stop scrolling from one section to the other. There we go, that's better. Alright, without further ado, let us... Okay, so right off the bat, we're hit with incredible amounts of people. I think so anyway. You can't really tell from that distance, but it looks like people. And knowing Blue Jay Studios and the amount of detail they put into every single set, I would not be surprised if every single one of those was a Minecraft avatar. Granted, there are probably some copy and pastes in there. I would do it. But regardless of that, it still looks amazing. And of course we get the classic establishing shot. Let's see how long this one lasts for. Oh, I say that and it immediately changes. That's perfect. Also, Sylvana is conveniently in the front row. That woman is always at the top of her game, isn't she? Always where you need her to be. Good on you, Sylvana.
Listen up. I know all of you want to leave. The second we'll open the gates and allow everyone to make their way south to the boat.
If they knew this already, why are they still shouting? I mean, if I were the other GFs in that situation, I would like to say that what was it? I would like to say that I would probably not let those people anywhere near me because they're clearly irate and they're clearly about to go and attack you. So, in terms of logic and crowd control, I actually would say keep them there. But, of course, it's the GFs, and logic applies literally 0% of the time for these people, apart from Toby. So, I guess we're not going to have that happen, are we?
Everyone needs to remain calm and move in an orderly fashion.
What do we do when they get there? There are no boats.
Then don't let them through. Anyway.
We're opening the gates. Begin moving slowly.
Oh wow, that worked. They actually did move slowly. I was expecting them to all start sprinting, especially given that lots of them are still screaming. Fair enough, I guess. The GFs have got better crowd control than I gave them credit for. Kudos to them.
Sir, we've opened the gate. Your witnesses are moving into position.
Perfect. Make sure no one splits off from the group. No one can be wandering around until after he's captured.
I wonder if he's using magic to get that walkie-talkie, or if he got one from one of the other GFs, because they all have them, but obviously because the spirit is now inside Travis, it's difficult to make a walkie-talkie call. Also, I wonder how the walkie-talkies actually connect between each other, because I thought they were only one-way systems. I need to learn more about walkie-talkies. Note to self, learn more about walkie-talkies.
Come here.
Well, this is something. Okay, then. So I guess that the spirit morphs into that appearance. Okay, you know what? That actually makes so much sense. Improv MyStreet theory coming up right here. That body form that Michael had was indeed that spirit form. The reason that Michael looks like Terry but doesn't is because Terry used to host said spirit of Michael, and therefore his body eventually morphed when he let Michael take over completely. However, now that that's out of the way, Terry now sounds like himself again. That's what I think is going on here. And so I'm going to continue to refer to the spirit as Michael for the time being.
So much strength. And so pretty. Caitlin, your father never knew what we did to you.
That's a good point, actually. Sylvana and Eric were left largely in the dark. In fact, Eric didn't even know the Lycans. I mean, as far as he was concerned, Rachel knew his boss. Which is interesting because Eric was a pro wrestler, so that means that she has tie-ins to the equivalent of WWE. Or whatever. Or no, maybe he's a pro real wrestler, not WWE wrestler. I've forgotten which one. There's a difference, by the way, people. But yeah, it's really odd that they were left in the dark there. Especially given how much insisting Sylvana had to do at the time. I mean, that shocked me. Definitely shocked me that they would keep them in the dark in particular. The children I understand because, you know, they were young, they didn't need to know about it at the time. They very obviously do now, but that's another point. That's another point altogether.
Is she all you care about? What about your friends? Do you want to know what happened to them?
Please, stop!
What about his dad as well? Just not going to mention him. You know, you were inside his dad all this time. I'm sure, you know, you want to hear if he cares about them. I don't know.
You get any smart ideas. I won't hesitate to take her away from you too.
What smart ideas? If Travis has been, you know, has let Michael in completely, what can he actually do? I think this is beyond Travis's control. I think we're going to need some external forces to come in. Like the Lycan Resistance, for example.
Sir, it's time. He's almost there.
Doll, it's time for you to dress up for me. I'll need you ready for your big part in the show.
Aww, I want to stay with you though.
Don't worry, you always will.
Interesting irony there that Caitlin was the one who had a passion for theatre in season 1, and Phoenix Drop High, all seasons actually, and now she's getting told to get into a costume for a part in a show. If that was done deliberately, then I tip my hat, which is not on my head at the moment, to you, but if it was done as a coincidence, then still, that just shows how deeply engraved these characters are into the minds of Jess. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Sorry. I had to. Sorry.
Ah! Guards! Werewolves! Over there on the bridge!
They are no harm. Keep moving.
That's a good point. They can tell these people that all of the werewolves are no harm anymore because they found the Ultima. I know they haven't found the Ultima, but they can say that. And that's the only reason these people decide to fear werewolves. Also, is this the same woman who reacted to Gareth and went, "Ah, werewolf!" in episode 6? 7, one of the episodes. Is that the same woman? I have to look back to see if that's the same woman. I'm probably going to forget, but whatever.
The Ultima!
I said keep moving. They're fine.
look on his face was so worth the wait. He was so shocked. He didn't even say a word. I wonder how quickly she died. What did she say? Did she cry? Did he try to save her? Or maybe... maybe he put her out of her misery.
No, he didn't. You know you would never do that.
I can't wait to see his face again. Don't worry, Michael. I'll kill him. I'll kill him just like you said. You made me strong, and I won't fail you again.
Interesting, because I thought Ian was the one who had a vendetta against Aaron, and Michael had a vendetta against Derek and Garte. If he's trying to get to Derek by killing Aaron, he captured Derek ages ago. Seriously. And that would mean that if he wanted to get to Derek, he would have killed Rachel already, for real, instead of having that fake video. Again, Michael's plan doesn't make entire sense to me. Nor does Ian's, now that he's mentioned that it was Michael's orders to kill Aaron.
He's here.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to die. Again, couldn't help it.
Look! The Ultima! He's right there!
How do they know it's him? He hasn't even got his ears and tail out.
Give it up. It's your fault we're here. It's your fault they hate us so much.
Out of my way, Blaze.
No, this ends here. No more lies. No more excuses. You betrayed us.
That image wasn't how it happened.
And your entire family paid for your mistakes.
Oh, demonic broadsword, that's not good. I would rip into the psychology of that, but it kind of makes sense that he's so aggravated by all that he's heard. But that's going to seriously come back to bite him later. And that's not a pun intended on Ultimas or anything. Do I still have the death counts? If those people don't come back later, I'm adding them to the death count.
Don't shoot him!
Oh my goodness, the form was real. And it looks amazing. Ian's going to have a bit of a problem here. Even if he is a werewolf on the strength potion, I'm sure that the Ultimate is in his final form, just by the power scaling alone of this series, I think is a death sentence for him. Either way, I'm definitely rapping about this later. all added to the death count. It seems that Garth is so much stronger, even though Michael enhanced him. Don't tell me that Michael said he enhanced Ian but didn't, just to get him out of the way because he didn't need him for his final plan anymore. That would make so much sense, is what I would do to Ian, to be honest. But then again, I'm part of this fan base, so of course I would wish Ian the very worst.
Jess here, and I want you to
Oh, don't do this again. Why? This better not be another merch plug. You're holding a board. I'm really hoping it's not another merch plug. You don't want to see yourself in these parts of the videos, so stop inserting yourself in these parts of the videos.
take a look at this awesome new poster, which is a...
It's merch. Of course it's merch. And skip.
I never thought it would be as satisfying to see an Ultima go on a rampage a second time. But your grandfather, he had to go and get himself killed in the process. No. Your eyes don't affect me. You see, I'm a cursed soul. Just like you. You can't do a thing to me. Just like I can't do a thing to you.
Really? You're gonna say that after all what you've done? Maybe that's why you needed other people. That's why you needed Ian. Kind of like neither can live while the other survives, except for the fact that neither can actually harm each other and they're not destined to destroy one another. Interesting. Maybe Aphmau's going to deliver the final blow to him. That's what I hope is going to happen.
Keep your anger. Let it control you. They took everything from you. They killed everyone you love. Get him in the cage, quickly. We need to transport him to the cannon before he calms down.
Yes, sir.
He's barely got any energy left. That's going to deliver a slightly calm state anyway, because you can't use your energy to get angry. They better get onto that quickly.
Is that all you have power left to do? Can't even save just one of your toys.
Well, there's some of them are still alive, and you're clearly not going to address that, so doing a little bit better than you thought.
You're out of time, Irene. Everything is over. You're finished. My advice is to run and hide, because I'm going to enjoy every second of hunting you down.
Irene has not moved in the entire season. She's been in her dimension the entire time. That's the only place that is as white as that. I mean, that's why he needs the new relic. I guess, taunting her, encouraging her to leave, even though she can leave pretty soon anyway. Not a good idea. Also, I wonder how this is going to tie into Diary Season 3, because Aphmau in that series needs to end up in that dimension again in order for Irene to be there. I feel like that's what they're going to explore next in Aphmau Fantasy. I want to stay tuned to that. And just like that, the video ends. Well, it was a lot shorter than the parts of episode 8, but it was still, you know, pretty cathartic. Not nearly as much as before, but even so, you can see that those animations, you know, they needed the extra work and they needed to be as good as possible. I love how there's still so much blood, especially around Ian and Blaze. There's still so much blood. I know there was some in season 4, but merged with the snow, it didn't look so bad. I understand that's what people look like when they've been slashed with a sword, but, you know, it's amazing for, you know, the target audience that, well, the main demographic that Aphmau has. Although I guess they're not to blame. Blue Jay Studios aren't to blame for the target audience that they have. And they're just producing the content that they want to do, which is commendable. Even if Aphmau herself, Jess herself, can't watch some of those videos. If you didn't know, Jess did a stream quite recently where she reviewed, kind of in the same style that I do, but not really, because she had a face cam in the corner. She reviewed episodes 8 parts 1 and 2, and there were some scenes that she could not get through, even though she wrote them. It's very interesting. Makes me wonder, if I brought my characters to life, how would I react to seeing them in the situations I put them in? Especially the ones in my book, the one that I've published. Those characters go through a lot. I mean, seriously, and there's a bunch of death in that one. If I were to reduce that as a series, it would probably get something like a PG-13 rating or something like that. Seriously. But that's interesting, because I wrote it when I was 13, so I would have just been able to watch it back in the day. Anyway, I'm going off on a really, really big ramble, and the video is essentially over. So, once again, thanks Blue Jay Studios for another grand episode. Hopefully you won't review this one, otherwise you're going to put me out of the main series. And until next time, farewell.